are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game. And I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down, Browns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Eckler trucks over him. And a juke this time. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, here's Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd and very short, Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is down to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa's in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Got a man here. It's Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On the give, this is Eckler. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. It's complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield. And you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
A give. This is Chubb. Gets through and now an opening. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.